Hi.
Oh, that was a new hello.
I know. I wanted to say it before Dumb read it because she was all like, "Ready? Get ready!
Are you ready, guys? Let's
Hurry
get
up.
ready to rumble. Go." Could you imagine? They're just like, go. That's how they start wrestling.
Jessica, what are you?
She's so fed up. She's just.
We'll be professional. I'm sorry, Dawn.
She's like, I don't have fucking all night, guys. Let's go.
Like, fuck, man. Jessica, what are you drinking tonight?
Pabst, which apparently, again, I'm known for now. So, Pabst, if you want to sponsor me and us,
We'll send you an email.
Cool.
Get ready
I
for
could
it.
use the free beer. It's putting a dent.
Yeah, podcasting
Inflation.
isn't cheap, guys.
Yeah.
It's not like it costs a little bit of dollars to get this
Especially when you're not
content.
making a whole lot of dollars.
It's just the booze that's costing us a lot.
Oh my god, it went up again, I think.
It did.
Like it's this inflation with no like lower whatever minimum wage. That's the word I'm looking for. Without no minimum wage increase, and then all the booze money. Like, what are we supposed to drink?
Did you see
get
what
through
Ford
life?
said about people on OW?
Yes.
Oh my god, he was like, people on OW that
Are just sitting
mentally
around at
physically
home collecting
capable,
checks.
Yeah, need to go out and work because they're just sitting at home collecting your checks. When like OW hasn't gone up with inflation, it's still like
hasn't. It's
$900 for an individual person.
Like,
And
it's
like,
for nothing.
And he's like he said something like 40,000 people are just like sitting on their asses on OW when that's like the more than like that's like the total number of people. Like it's not this crazy, and like half of the people on OW are waiting
to get on ODSP.
Like it's like it's just it.
Back in the day, like my mom was one of those people who was waiting for ODSP, and it took like 5 years. And so she was on OW for 5 years before she could get on ODSP. And the back pay they owed her because of that was ridiculous. But yeah, they screwed her right over.
But I've been on OW. Like, and it wasn't because I couldn't work. It was because I had a kid, and going to work would have cost me more than
with childcare and that. And
so then, like, it wasn't. So you expect me to work for free? And the answer is yes, he does. He does expect you to work for free.
Yeah. Maybe if you, I guess, kind of quickly on my thought on that, like, if they made work more affordable, more people, because like transportation, everything, and then, but yeah, it's just you have like we say this every time. There's like 6 families in one home trying to survive. Like it's disgusting. And I'm drinking rum and coffee, by the way.
I was just, waiting to get to that.
Yeah, it's almost done. I asked my monkey man to make me another one, and he is, what is that? Service monkey. That's waiting for it.
My monkey man.
Is that what you call him? Okay.
I don't know. I'm on so I've got like allergies to like bug bites, and I'm on like stuff to make it so I'm not itchy, and it's working, but I'm still super itchy. But my brain is also like, nah.
Benadryl will do that. And I don't think you're supposed to be drinking with it, so that is fun for you.
Yeah. I have to get up in the morning. So it's fine.
So you're gonna like just pass out after this, I think. Maybe. The combination might be enough.
I hope so though, because like when I'm like, oh, I gotta get up in 6 hours, it still takes me 3 hours to fall asleep. Like it's insomnia.
Not just that, but Benadryl can have the opposite effect. So it can either make you drowsy or it can make you hyper.
It does, I think. Like you fight it, and then you're just like whoop 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 whoop. So I'm kind of worried that it's gonna
whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah. And what are you drinking, Dummery?
My bag of booze.
I love that you have bags of booze, like satchels of booze. Like you should be able to just like as a purse, you get like a silly straw up to your face. Like it's amazing.
Well, it has like the spout thingy, and you're just like, but I put it in my cup, so
because she's classy like that.
Yeah. How much is it for a bag of? I'm gonna buy so much.
So it's okay. It went up. It went up. So it was $14, but now it's $19.
That's still not bad.
Well, no. Oh yeah, for 4 liters. Is it 3 liters or 4? I think maybe it's 3. Anyway, it's just like a little, and it comes with handles too, and then like the little spout that you can just
You can put it in your backpack or something.
Yeah.
Or in your bra. That's even
No,
better.
that's too big to go in my bra.
It's not big. You got big. Your bra.
No,
big enough.
this thing is like the size of like 2 of my heads. It's just yeah. You would know.
You put it in your pants.
I could put it in my belly, like my belly area.
Oh, I'd say you put it in your ass. You just make your ass nice and big.
That's right, like cheeks.
My ass is already getting there. Yeah, so yeah, maybe.
There you go.
So what is our topic and word?
Okay, so you're selling your soul to the devil. What was your price? And the word is ice.
Ice, baby.
So like there's whatever your soul costs.
A coffee.
I was gonna say I'm pretty
one coffee. Yeah,
a coffee and a 10 minutes of peace. That is a 20-minute shower. That is that's all I want. And my soul will go to whoever. Do whatever with it. Just 20-minute shower and a coffee.
Right? Like you still get to live your life. And just at the end of days, Satan gets your soul.
Yeah.
So
but I'll get that 20-minute shower and I'll get that coffee.
Or you could be like a 20-minute shower every single time you shower. It doesn't have to be like one time.
Okay. That works.
Like, come on now. You have your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah, like it is eternity. Like afterwards. Like,
I know, but I'm a cheap hoe and I just want freaking coffee in the shower.
I personally subscribe to the idea that why would Satan punish people that are sinning? Like, why would he do that? He literally defied God to the point where God banished him to his own hell. Why would he do a thing that like God would like want him to do? You know, the idea of hell is what keeps God cool.
Well, because he has that unconditional love for his father and he's still trying to get his approval.
So he runs hell for his father.
Or
God's the leader of hell too, by the way.
Or he says, I'm going no contact, and he finds his own family. People with shared beliefs like gay people that are very open about themselves, and he brings them all in. And really it's not like lava and fire. It's summer. It's just summer all the time.
Just summer. Yeah. It's like a foster home where like you come in and he like adopts you.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm so sorry your life was so hard that it led you down a path of addiction. I'm so sorry that you just wanted to live as your authentic self, and my father was a dick and put you in the wrong body and then created a society that's going to demonize you for his mistake. Like, I'm so sorry that, you know, he just comes in and he loves you.
I'm sorry I got you to eat the apple and get rights. I'm sorry.
Exactly. I thank you for utilizing the right to abortion that you should have over your body. I'm sorry that demonized you to hell, you know. So I'm from the Satan's just like hanging out with all his people. He created his own family and left his narcissistic father.
What about Hitler? Do you think he went to heaven?
Oh, of course he did. White supremacy all the way. Like that's you know, like let's like if I know anything about religion, God's been pretty whitewashed this whole time. A lot of people think, you know, he made white men in you know his image. And
just white people.
Just white people, you know, considering
and Hitler had a thing where he liked even like his white people had to have blonde hair and blue eyes and stuff, right?
Well, and like all these people said they all like I don't know about Hitler specifically, but like I think of war criminals like Bush who thanked God. How many times has Trump thanked God? You know, all these. I think Harvey Weinstein thanked God. You know, like a lot of these people thank God, and I'm just like, wow, why isn't God smiting them? Oh, it's because you know those are his people. So I would sell my soul for pretty cheap because I think the afterlife would be fucking sweet with the devil,
right?
Yeah. But I would like to live as comfortably as the devil could allow. So I'd probably say things like, I guess we can only do like personal things. I can't be like fix climate change.
Yeah, it has to be your own self. Like that's the rules. Like
you can't like fix other people too.
I'd want to be able to play every single instrument. Like I don't even want to know what it is. If I pick it up, I could figure it out. I feel like that'd be like a cool gift.
I love
the devil instruments. That. Like I'd be like, that's pretty cool. Just go anywhere and like pick up one of those really complicated 16-string guitars and just.
I could never play the flute. Because I got like a fucking overbite. I don't know if that's what causes it, but like the air never makes it into the hole right. I get
the flute's hard because you have to like forcibly blow. Like it's a lot of air.
Yeah, but I could play like the tuba. I got these big ass lips here, so like the tuba was always easy, and I was in like a marching band, and I played the bugle, and that's like just there's no like thingies on the bugle. You actually just tighten your lips to make different sounds. So like
I couldn't get brass instruments because it tingles.
You get over it.
I use the clarinet because then I just go while I'm blowing.
Yeah. So. It's like you just put your in the space like to stop it to do it. Yeah.
I just played the recorder and made everyone in my house like ears bleed. That's all I did.
The recorder. You did. Yeah. Didn't you bring home an instrument in grade 6?
No. That's when music was cut.
Oh, that's right. We talked about this on another episode where I got all the like good programs about you.
Yeah, music class was cut.
Yeah. Piano. I love the piano.
Yeah, I wish I knew more piano. Like, I just think it'd be just like a cool party trick too. Like, again, I'm just trying to have fun on my days on Earth before I get to go party in hell. So it's like I feel like it'd be like you could walk into any bar, with any brand, grab a pair of spoons.
Oh yeah, I love when people who do shit like that when it's not actual instruments and you're playing music with it. Yeah, I love it.
So like I could just go anywhere and just grab something and fucking start, making music. I don't want to pat on my actual stuff and not make beats because I don't have that skill, which is why I'm saying I would love that skill and I think I'd be pretty happy for the rest of my life with it.
Yeah.
Sonia, what would you sell your soul for?
Maybe not like peeing when I sneeze. Like that. That'd be a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, like non-baby having body. Like things happen after you have kids. So I want like not. Like I could like, when your body ages, I'd be fine. But I don't want it as destroyed as quickly as it is after you have kids. Less destroyed. This one.
Fair.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, same, but I think people wouldn't care about my looks so much, and I wouldn't care about my looks so much if I could just walk in and bust out the spoons.
Oh, it has nothing to do with looks.
That's why
it's functioning.
No, it seems like internally, like not have heartburn ever again.
Yeah,
like not bald.
That too.
I look at nachos and I get heartburn.
Yeah,
like it's. Yeah,
the ability to eat anything and it just not like affect you in a negative.
Not go on the hips.
Oh, not go not have heartburn, not have like high blood sugar,
high cholesterol,
not have like the shits or the gas pains,
the lack of shits.
Yeah, like you could just eat it and it's just gonna go through you fine.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that you wouldn't. Like, that'd be so good.
Oh, I can eat spaghetti without it hurting. Yeah. My taste buds back after COVID. That'd be nice.
COVID immunity.
Yes, yeah. Although, like, I like not being able to smell as much as I do because, like, sometimes people stink, and so I like not being able to smell that anymore. No, because like I used to have like a huge sensitivity to smell. Like it would like ruin my day. It's one of those sensory processing things. But since I have COVID, it doesn't affect me as much. So it like cured my autism.
Quite, but like semi.
Yeah. COVID cured my autism.
Everyone go get COVID.
Oh my god, don't say that because like add that to the conspiracy.
I know, like they'll send their poor autistic kids like to like a COVID infested place and be like, go. But we won't vaccinate you, so
yeah, pretty much. Like, vaccines cause autism. COVID cures it.
Yeah, that's right. I can start my own thing. Who is that? Jenny Garth or whatever? I fucking
Jenny
don't know her name.
McCarthy.
Yeah, is the one that's like big celebrity that started it. Like,
Yes,
we are.
She was anti-vax before COVID. She was all fucking. She was insane.
Yeah,
but now
even when she
I'm
was
pro
with
COVID.
Jim Carrey,
Yeah,
she was anti-vax. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the other guy's like super anti-vax now, especially during COVID. He's in all the Adam Sandler movies. You can do
Rob
it.
Schneider.
Yeah, Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
I used to like him.
Yeah, I know.
And then he got crazy. I used to like so many people.
And then they got crazy.
Like with social media, you realize how crazy they are. And I know that actors and other artists are pretty eccentric. But like, I'm like, oh, I like you so much. And then
why'd you have to open your mouth and have opinions?
Right? Oh, it's not like it's the opposite of meeting your heroes. Don't go to their social media.
Just don't meet your heroes, period.
The Foo Fighters, I like them. I like Dave Grohl and all that stuff. Did you know he's an AIDS denier? I hate to tell ya, he donates money, he goes to conventions all just to be like, AIDS ain't real. Like, HIV doesn't turn into AIDS. That shit doesn't happen. Like, it's not a thing. So
does he have a doctor like backing his claims?
Oh, they always do.
Yeah,
like
they get that one doctor that they pay a shit ton of money to, right? To say whatever the fuck you want them to.
The doctor usually doesn't have his license anymore because of the man,
Yeah.
Trying to deny the truth. Yeah, that's terrible.
So my like glasses are crooked on my face. They're not.
What if your face is crooked on your glasses?
It usually is. Like I have but like sometimes I can make it look even enough, and like it's not working right now.
My one ear is higher than the other.
That's my problem too.
Yeah,
fucking, like it's fucking freaky ass freak face here. It's not
would you change that? Like devil, even out my ear height.
Yeah, I'd make them not so little too. Like I have like freakishly tiny ears. I would like them a little bit bigger.
I would just ask the devil to open up like a Sims character.
Oh, yeah.
Something, and let me just like choose my own body. Like, ride the muscle tone.
I'd be so much taller.
I would want to pick like things. I would like choose things that like what I wouldn't need work on, like dental or anything. I'd be like, no. I'm just gonna always have perfect teeth and not have to brush them, and I'm gonna have to like do all these other things because like. Just like thinking of those things, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm done.
Yeah, you can have like a cheat where you like right click on the mouse and be like, I don't need to take care of my needs.
Yeah,
I give myself eyebrows.
Yeah, see, yeah,
yeah,
and I have less awkward eyebrows.
Just even them out.
Yeah,
my eyebrow lady told me she's like they're never gonna be fully even. Remember, eyebrows are cousins,
not twins.
Yeah, not twins. So I was like,
or their sisters, not twins, or something like that.
Something like that. And I was like, okay.
My eyebrow, she's like, your eyes are different shapes, so I need to make your eyebrows different shapes. But they were so noticeably different shape. Like, make the fucking. It looks like two different sides of my face. I was like, maybe make them look more. Don't make it look so fucking obvious. Like, I realized that there are different.
She probably already did it and then said that because she wanted to cover her ass, and she's like, shit.
No, it was more people. It was a lot of every like beautician I went to. They're like, oh, your eyes are different shapes, so you should have your eyebrows different shapes. And I was like, no, I don't like that. I like my eyebrows looking as normal as possible.
You can't go to beauty school and like that. I thought the whole idea of like beauty was like symmetry.
Yeah,
they're symmetrical, and they're like, no, but actually, it's not.
Yeah, that's what it is though. They're like, no, that's actually not real. Like I'm like, oh, but I like it that way. And like, and when you go to like the hair salon and you're like, okay, listen, I've been cutting my own hair for 25 years. I need you to cut it dry because it poofs in certain spots. And then they're like, no, I know what I'm doing. And then it poofs in spots after it's dry and it looks ridiculous. Yeah, that's
when they don't listen to you. Yeah.
It's always I hate that for even nurses too, like for giving blood work. I'm like, okay, I need an itty bitty butterfly one, and I can only have it in this one spot in my arm. One arm, one spot. That's it. And they're like, no, I'm so good at this. I can get veins out of anybody. You know? When you end up with like bruises. I hate that. Like, I'm not a challenge. Like, I know you're
not telling them not to do their job.
Exactly. I'm telling you how to make it easy for both of us.
Yeah.
No, I'm better than the rest that failed you before. It's like, no, you're not.
It just sounds like humble. It sounds like a man when he's like, I really want to do butt stuff. He's like, you never tried it with me. Just like, like, no, I know what I like, but like, it's just like, not with me, baby, not with me. Like, it's just the same. Well, this one time I had to go get needles because my kids, I'm O negative, and then like if you're negative, you have to get this needle and stuff. Yeah. And like the needle itself, the medicine makes you feel like you have a Charlie horse. So like she's training someone and she's like, I like to pre-poke. So she poked me like 3 times in my arm and then administrated like with the needle and then administrated the medicine. And like it happened so quickly that I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening? And then it was over. And like the other like student nurse, like her face was like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened? It was interesting.
Medical assault happens all the time.
All the time.
Especially to women. Like it happens all the time.
Yeah, and if you like call it out, if you say reported anyone, A, you'd have to prove it, which is near impossible. And then B, you have to like fight it, and then all the other medical personnel, doctors, nurses in the entire area know you're the person that sues.
For the malpractice? Yeah. Do you know how hard it is to do malpractice in Canada? Extremely hard.
Almost impossible.
They make it almost impossible.
It's practically impossible. Yeah, I've complained before and nothing gets done.
You have to be super rich in the beginning.
That's it. You have to have pull to begin with to make it happen. Yeah.
And no one's going to assault the rich anyway, so...
Yeah, influential. Yeah. It's a poor people problem.
Yeah. It's not like the States where you can like sue someone and then like when you get the money you split it with the lawyer. No. Here in Canada, they want their money up front before they go to court. And no one can afford that. Like who's got like $1,000 an hour? Not me.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Fucking lawyers.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Bedazzled?
I love Bedazzled. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I have one critique with it.
Okay.
When he makes his first wish, spoiler alert. If
you've never seen it,
stop the podcast now and go watch it and come back. Okay. Now that it's safe. The first wish he makes is for like a Big Mac, right? Big Mac and a Coke. And she just takes him on the bus to get that. But then the other wishes he makes completely change who he is and his life and his name and where he's from and his ethnicity at one point. Like, because at one point he turns into like a drug dealer, and then at another point he's like this super emotional guy on a beach crying and singing a song on a ukulele. And I'm like, but his life didn't change with the first wish. So why did the devil do that? I mean, I know why, she was trying to trick him, but it's just, imagine you make a wish and it just completely changes everything. Who you are, everything.
Yeah.
Like in Bedazzled, right? Like he's not the same person. Yeah. He doesn't have the same parents. He doesn't have, at one point he becomes like this Mexican cartel drug dealer or something. I don't remember exactly. I haven't seen it in a while, but you know.
Yeah, so. He does. Yeah. And like, I don't know. Maybe like that's not his life because she can't like affect the whole world. Maybe she like puts him in other people's bodies. But you know, in like Sliders, the show where like he goes in, or Quantum Leap, sorry, he goes into other people's bodies. Is it
so that's what the devil in Bedazzled was doing?
Yeah. So like it was just his like soul into other people's lives. Like it wasn't real. It was like virtual reality game.
The devil cheated. I do think the devil is a female though. That would check out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like fighting for rights. Yeah. It seems like a woman thing.
She wants the gays and she wants women to have access to abortions.
She's theys and gays, right? Like that.
Yeah.
And didn't he have to pay? So we're going back to Bedazzled. Yeah, for his Big Mac.
Yes, like, he did have to pay. He paid for it.
So like that shouldn't have counted as a wish anyway. Like she cheated.
But it was.
Yeah. Cheater pumpkin eaters.
But then his last wish, he wished that the girl that he loved, that he kept trying to get with, would be happy. And so that negated all the other wishes, and he became a good guy. And then eventually,
so cringe. It was such a cringy character to begin with. It was so
100%.
It was like, ugh. Like he was like a nice guy. We all met nice guys. Yeah. And it was so cringy, such a horrible character. And then, well, I guess he learned. So maybe like nice guys need to have a visit from the devil because they need to learn things.
Evidence devil is the good guy, right? Evidence.
Yeah. That's right. You learn. You have to go through some trials and then you learn from your mistakes.
What was God doing?
If you can't learn from your mistakes, you go to heaven. That's what that is.
Yeah. If you just blindly follow what everyone else is telling you, heaven. You challenge authority and make changes in your life and constantly question things and learn and grow from them. Hell.
Party town. That's what it is. Yes. The beach.
Probably.
It's a nice hot sand, like warm hot sand when it touches your toes. And then the sound of waves. And then there's orcas killing all the billionaires off in the distance. Like it's like Satan went and like borrowed them for our entertainment. Like he went and grabbed them from heaven, or she did. And then
Yeah. They did. They
go. They're non-binary.
Yeah.
They're drag. They're RuPaul.
Beelzebub sounds like a drag name. So, like, let's be honest here. Well, it's like when I think of heaven, it's like, what's up there? Clouds. What do clouds have? Weather. You want to be up there with the weather? Like a storm,
weather.
Like, there's always rules. You always hear there's rules in heaven. Like it's just you got to follow the rules.
You got to get through a gate to get in by some guy with a checklist. Like it seems a little much. Like you're already up there. Shouldn't you just be allowed in? It's like no, you got a final trial.
Isn't that purgatory?
That's pretty judgy. Like
yeah. He wrote a whole book of rules, and he even like had a guy engrave his rules on stone. That's like fucked up.
He did it with his lightning.
There you go. He's just like, I need it written multiple times so that people understand there's rules.
And then like it was Moses had to pick them up and carry these big heavy fucking stones. He's like, guys, I got the commandments.
Wait. He can chisel stone in a second with lightning, but he can't help a guy carry it down the mountain.
We can't. No.
But didn't he part the Red Sea or something so he could walk?
Moses did it.
Moses is like
all the legwork. Moses did all the legwork there. He parted the seas, and then he had to carry the stones. And they
walked in a circle for like
40 years. 40 years,
a
long time. Yeah.
It would have taken them like I think like 30 hours or something, but they just kept getting lost, I guess, in the desert.
Yeah, Kara was there because she told me. It's like back in the day. That's when she was Jesus. I'm sorry. That's not the same timeline.
No.
Yeah.
Nazareth.
She was like she was like in kindergarten. She was just like, before in the desert, people called me Jesus. Now I'm just Kara.
Just Kara.
Just Kara. Yeah. So she looks a little like Jesus. Her hair is always crazy. It's very Jesus-esque.
Sorry, I was just imagining her releasing a book called Just Kara, and then it's like my lifeline as Jesus Christ. And
that'd be amazing.
That'd be awesome.
Oh my god. I don't know. It always makes me laugh when like adults believe this kind of stuff now. You know what I mean? Like I people believe what you want to believe. Like that's fine. But like even most critical thinkers understand that not everything in religion in any religion can be true. So it's like there's some people out there that like don't question anything, and I'm like, don't you see how that's the problem?
Yeah. What's the point of having free will if you're not going to question things, right? Like
that is a test because God's sadistic and wants to test you all the time.
Yeah,
it's Squid Games. That's what he is. Like, oh, we're just what it is. We're just playing a game, Sims. And like he's like, you know, when you put your baby in the oven and then close the door, or like near the oven, and you cook something, and then you take away all the doors, and then you set your baby on fire. That's what's happening.
Sims. Yes, I know all that. I was like, no, I never did anything. Okay, Sims. Yes.
That was like last Tuesday, okay? Like,
which is crazy because like Domri and I were almost murdered.
Yes,
when we were younger, from somebody playing Sims like this, set her stove on fire and then closed off, locked the door.
Like, yeah, it was us in it, and it was right next door to my mom's apartment.
So her stepdad kicked down the door.
Yeah,
or her uncle or something. It was somebody.
One of the two.
That's insane.
Yeah. Well, we were chilling in the living room that was filled with smoke, and our heads were like out the window.
Yeah, just hanging out. And we went back to that woman before. Like, it was insane. Like, we did not make smart choices.
No.
Well, you were children. So it wasn't your responsibility to make the smart choices at that point in life?
No, it was the adults in our lives, but they were like, whatevs.
Whatevs. Yeah.
Whatevs.
Kids are so easy.
Well, I think because she blamed us.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
But my mom didn't believe it. My mom knew. Because she warned you, because you came back over, and my mom's like, don't go over there.
Yeah.
And you're like, but why?
She had a pit bull. The sweetest little dog ever, and I'm a white girl. So, like, I loved going over there to visit this dog.
Yeah, his name was Gator.
Yeah. Sweetest pit bull ever.
Yeah.
And but that's all the reason I went. She had a dog.
But she would come over to my apartment, and like, so my stepdad had asthma, and she like Jimmy rigged his like puffers in the bathroom to make like a pipe. She was crazy, like straight up crazy.
Like, that's like smart. What is that word where you're
inventive?
You're creative, smart,
resourceful.
Maybe inventive, resourceful, something like that. Yeah, there's a word, but yeah, it was innovative.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So you make a crack pipe out of an asthma inhaler. You know, you're going places. Prison, probably. But,
but you'll be the coolest guy there. Think of all the crack pipes you can make in prison, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she was insane, but like we loved going over because of the dog.
Yeah, again, we did not make smart choices.
No.
Again. You were children, and I thought God would be watching over you.
That's right, God. We're like, hey, God, we're going to go play with this crazy lady.
See you later.
Watch over
how many
us.
times we like try to talk to like strangers and hang out with them, like adult strangers. We would
we had autism kids, not our fault. Like we would just go. And not good people, by the way. We found a guy on the tracks. He let us drink beer with him at 11.
Yep.
Like, he's like, cool, okay. Like,
well, like I remember, like that whole era of parenting. It's like go outside.
Yeah.
Just don't be in the house. Like, just go somewhere. And so there was like a whole era of like children that were just outside. And some of them had like groups of like lived in nice areas with parks and tons of kids, and they could all hang out, you know, and they had some parent watching them. And then,
there's the other part.
Yeah, there's like there's other kids where it's like there's one or two or like small groups of them. There's no parks. There's not a whole lot nearby, and the ones that are there are where like people are doing the drugs. You know, it's just like depends where you grow up.
Inner city.
You want to guess what part we grew up in?
Industrial area.
Yeah.
They made a new park when we were like teenagers.
They did.
And it was like trashed in like 2 days. It was disgusting. It was covered in like soot. Oh my God. It was good times.
Yeah, the parks were always where we got drunk. Because it was like the place that had lights still. And if the
So,
cops
that's
came, easy to run, places to go.
Red Hill Valley, right? Like the parkway here? Well, that wasn't there before. Like this highway was not there. And it was like just a creek, and that's where I would drink.
Yeah, we go to the bush and drink.
Yeah, we had a few bushes where I'm from too that we used to, throw bush parties and stuff like that. Or we'd have like the one kid whose parents let him throw parties, and the parents would be there and talk to the cops if the cops came by.
My friends
were the cool parents.
Did Bible groups, chips and pop parties only. I was the bad kid because I don't know why that happened, because it just happened. And this just like always, I know it's fine. I don't mind. I always had fun with them anyway, but I wasn't religious. It wasn't a big deal to me. But then eventually when I was 15, they were worse than I was. They're just like, let's go to the beach. They were the ones that but then I had older brothers and they were like, but my brother's like, no. So they were like, oh, get your brothers to buy us stuff. I was like, okay. And I asked, my brothers always no. But then there's this always creepy old dudes. It's very easy for your daughters to find creepy old dudes. So make sure
alcohol,
So make sure if you tell them no, they're not going
looking for creepy old dudes.
They're not going out that Friday. They're just getting some creepy old dude to buy them alcohol. Yeah, it's a weird time.
I know, it's like it is pretty ridiculous to think about. I'm like, how am I alive sometimes?
Yeah, no.
I'm throwing up in a bush. No one knows where I am. I made it home, so I don't.
I bought Don Marie alcohol one time.
Just once?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, actually, just once.
Yeah, just once.
And she drank it at my house. Yeah. But yeah, only one time.
No, twice.
Did I buy alcohol another time?
Yeah. My mom was in the hospital, and I wanted to get drunk, and so you paid $100. And by the way, that got us a lot, because I got
back in the day.
I got a shit ton of coolers and stuff, and then I stashed them behind my TV in my room, and me and Dave drank for a month straight.
Didn't you have a little party, a little alcohol for a bunch of little whatever kids younger than I am, but
they were my age? Yeah,
a bunch of little teeny boppers.
But they would bring their Southern Comfort and stuff, so I wasn't sharing my booze. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's good times. But I was the person providing alcohol. But I only did that Natalie. I never bought alcohol for Natalie ever.
No. But I bought alcohol for my brothers once, but it was because he was 18.
Oh yeah,
17, 18.
I was 18 too.
And he was babysitting for me, so it was instead of giving him cash, I could spend less and get him booze. Instead of giving him $40, I could spend $23 and get him booze, and then
cheaper. It was cheaper, right?
Yeah, it was cheaper. It was the cheaper option. I'm like, I did worse at your age. So that's why I have a kid at 20. So it's fine.
I was 18 when this happened, and I had my own money. I had my death benefit from my dad, but then my mom was in the hospital, and so I was obviously depressed. And so I was like, Sonia, can you just get me booze? And she's like, yeah, of course.
I was a good friend.
And then one of the times I had a call from the hospital, and they're like, come see your mom and whatever. So then Sonia after came with me, and then she's like, you want to go shopping? I was like, okay. And she took me shopping for clothes.
I was a good friend.
You were.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no, you moved to a different province. Are you kidding?
The worst.
Yeah. Fucking abandoned me.
Oh, no, that's something I'd ask the devil for.
A moving?
Yeah.
Where there's no black flies. Oh my gosh, I'm so itchy. Oh, that's the only thing I hate here. Well, and how people treat other people, the progressiveness of tolerance. That could be moved up another 30 years.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's great. The black fly. So, it's beautiful. There's nobody here. The whole province has the same amount of people as Hamilton. So but spread out.
Yeah.
So I can go to Costco and it's never crowded. It's good.
I'm jealous. I walk out my front door and it's crowded.
But you don't have black flies, so you're okay. You got crackheads, but you don't have black flies.
Yeah, I'll take my chances with the crackheads, actually. Like,
yeah, you can get away from them faster.
Yeah, I can handle crackheads. I can't handle, like, insects. I just can't do it.
That's what the thing is. Oh my gosh. So I was at work today, and I was cleaning up something for a client. Fucking earwigs everywhere.
Oh, no.
And I'm trying not to panic because this woman's been through everything. Like, she's like 90, she's amazing. Aww. And I'm like trying not to be a little bitch about it. And I'm just like, she's like, what's the matter? They're only bugs. I'm like, it's fine. It's fine.
She's like crying. It's fine.
It's like, I am. And I'm just like, it's fine.
To be fair, like, I know you have earwig trauma, but I also have earwig trauma. So it's just earwigs are just the one bug I can't do. Like, every other bug I'm okay with, but I can't do earwigs.
I don't know why they go
too.
I can't do ticks,
I'm okay
as you guys know.
Yeah, you're like I'm going to give them a shot or something. I don't know what you're doing. Vinegar? You're putting vinegar on everything? Was that what you were doing?
Apple cider vinegar. Yes, I was spraying because apparently it's a deterrent. So I was like spraying everything with apple cider vinegar. I was vacuuming. I went fucking nuts, man. As soon as I found that tick, I just lost my shit. I was like, no.
I can't drink out of closed containers anymore, so don't worry. Like, it's not.
PTSD from insects.
Yeah, it's okay.
Earwigs are the worst. I hate them. But we need bugs, so I can't ask the devil for that.
Right. What do you need earwigs for, though? What are they doing? Feeding birds? What do you need birds for?
We'll just maybe we can increase the population of like something else birds eat to like we'll just change the entire ecosystem.
The entire one. Yeah. Like only the things we need. Like, what do mosquitoes do? We don't need no mosquitoes. Ugh. I need more bats.
I don't know what they do. I know we need bees. That's one I do know.
Yeah, that's for pollinating all the plants to get fruits and veggies in the winter. It's fall. That's not spring. Not the winter. Oh man.
I don't know any other usefulness of bugs. I guess like earthworms I get because they like eat the stuff in the soil,
like help with decompose. Whatever. Yeah,
I get that.
Ants, they do something. They eat aphids. No, they make aphid slaves. Those are like eat your plants, but ladybugs eat aphids.
So spiders eat other insects. So like
sometimes you'll see an ant
down.
Yeah, you see ants and ladybugs fighting for the aphids. So like the ants make the aphids their pets, and the ladybugs are like, no, we're going to eat them. So like it's a territory thing. Like it's like the Oompa Loompas. The aphids are the Oompa Loompas of the bug world.
Oh God.
Yeah, bugs. I know they have a purpose, but like not. I don't think significant enough.
I think we can eliminate a few different kinds.
Like the ones that bite?
Yeah. Get rid of those.
Yeah.
Or you can just ask the devil to be like immune to bugs.
Oh, yeah. Can you make me not itchy or swell up, please? Like bugs
can't even land on me. I'm immune.
Oh, you have a force field?
Like a force field? Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, force field. And then I can't do stupid shit. I don't know. Like I put ear medicine in my fucking eyes. That'd be good. I'd like not to do that.
Not to do stupid
extra
shit.
Second to think. That's all you need is just that one extra second to think and look at stuff. Yeah.
Like because it's allergy season. I'm always allergy season, but I wanted to put like eye drops in my eyes, and it was ear medicine instead. That shit burns, and like I was like, oh, like maybe they're just burning because of my eyes are itchy, and then I like looked at the bottle, and it was not my eye drops. So, I went to work.
Did you flush your eye?
Yeah, but I went to work, and my eyes were like super red, and they're like, oh, like do you have pink eye? I was like, no, I'm just dumb. No, they
just don't fucking read. That's my issue.
I know, and they're like so sweet. She's like, "Oh, put a cold compress on it." Like, I'm like, "No, I'm supposed to be taking care of you." Like, calm down. Yeah, it's it's great. Like I go there every day, these clients. So like whenever I go, I'm like, oh, I'm going to my other family. Like, I'm just,
that's so sweet. I like it when like you can connect, especially with like clients that you're working for, like in that way. That's nice.
Yes. And it's been so long since I've had a job where like I'm super passionate about it. And I have like, I have trouble leaving the house. So going to somewhere where I am comfortable and enjoy the people I'm going to be with, like really helped that. Like I'm never like, oh, I have to call in sick today. It's like, I'm going to work. Bye. And I just got a pay increase. So that's great too. Like
that helps. That definitely helps.
Yeah.
There's been so many jobs that it's like, yeah, like I always had trouble quitting, so I just wouldn't go anymore. And if they called me, I just wouldn't answer.
It's okay to gaslight corporations. Like that's not a big deal. Yeah. But like even like I love my other jobs too. It's just this is the first job where it's never like hurt my autism. Which is like I never knew that was the reason before, right? It's a sensory thing, like I'm leaving my comfort. It was always like, okay, my brain is stupid, but now I know why. But it's now that I know why now, but it's not affected.
It's really hard, especially when you're like making mistakes or like having trouble like learning something that apparently is obvious to everyone else at the job. Like I used to have that issue where like they would like other people seem to know what they were doing, and I would be like, I was told like one thing. I have no idea where to start. Like you need to explicitly tell me
where they just throw you on the floor and it's like, have at it. It's like, you don't know anything. Yeah.
And it's like, I wouldn't be able to handle it. And I'm like, no, but I'm smart. I got good grades.
That's right. Like I know things. What is happening? But it's
why can't I do this?
Yeah. And that happened with this job. I am not trained as a PSW. I had to go to school for it, like work on it. But before I got my certificate, I was still working. And I was like, they trained me to do nothing. And I'm sorry. And she's like, you know what? It's fine. It's like, okay. So like, still like, I don't know where some things in her house is. And she's just snoop. You'll learn if you snoop.
That's good advice.
Yeah, it's true. It is. Yeah. She just do it. Just do it. I was like, okay. But like, she's just been so supportive. Cause so I go as respite care for her. So she like, I can't go into more detail, but like, she's just like, here, we can do this, this, and this. And like, this is what you have to do. I'm going for a nap. And she's like, if you mess up, I won't know. So, like, okay. But like, yeah, they're absolutely wonderful. And I have such a good time.
I fucking love respite workers. This is my daughter's respite worker. And she just like sits outside Lyric's door and talks to her for 2 hours. For those that don't know, my daughter is autistic and can't be around new people. She freaks out. And she's already gotten Lyric to open the door for over 5 minutes with her sitting there. Got a high five. Got asked for help to open something. Like huge things for Lyric to do with a stranger. And during that time, I got ahead on our editing.
Which is amazing.
I got to work during the day. So respite workers are where it's at. They definitely, we need them. They need to be paid fairly for their...
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of emotional labor, too, you know?
You don't get a break. So I'm there 7 hours a day. It's not heavy labor. Like that's not the issue. I can't just turn off, you know, like you're emotionally invested all day. Like it's just like a parent. When you're a stay-at-home parent, you can't just fuck off. Like you need to. That's why moms are always tired at the end of the day.
If I just sat on the couch scrolling through TikTok, I was watching the kids, feeding the kids, monitoring the kids, thinking of tomorrow with the kids.
What I need to do for the kids, what appointments I need to make for them. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get to play on my phone, but like it's not running around or anything. It's not physically demanding, but it is an emotional demanding. Yeah. But a lot of work too is, but just my clients aren't physically. I don't need to do too much physical work, but it's, the rate of pay does not equal the amount of work you do because you don't get a break. ever. You were there for your whole shift, not a break, unless you can like quickly gobble up food while you're on the go. Like it's, I guess like teachers. I get to pee, like that's great. But I did go to a client's house once, and they're like, "You're not allowed to use our bathroom." So like that was well, because they have like they have a special setup and everything, right? Like that's and like where you went, there was like a public bathroom, but I had to like leave to use the public bathroom, but I like can't leave my client. You know, like it's just like you know how teachers can't leave to use the bathroom unless they get a backup.
Yeah.
So it's like
you have to make sure your job is taken care of first before you can.
Yeah, but it was only like a 3-hour shift kind of thing, so like it's not the worst thing ever, but still, like it's not allowed to use the bathroom kind of sucks.
Yeah, for a second, like it makes sense when it's because they have the bathroom like set up, etc., etc. But I was just thinking of Teen Mom. In the original, Farrah Abraham. I don't know if you know her.
No, we know who she is. Yeah.
Oh, do we? Okay.
There's a lot of plastic surgery now. Okay. She did the sex. She was one of like the first Teen Moms.
With the Playboy. Yeah.
Yeah, like Farrah's back door, something or whatever. Anyway, she wouldn't let when they were shooting like Teen Mom. She wouldn't let the producers use her bathroom. So they had to like bring a porta potty to put on her like lawn while they were like shooting their seasons of Teen Mom with her. No, not for any reason other than she didn't want them to use her bathroom.
Technically, if people are getting paid from me, like exploiting me, I wouldn't let them use my bathroom.
Oh, this was like after like she was really rich and stuff. Not in the beginning. Yeah, she was already like loaded at this point, living on her own in her mansion in like Florida or something, and she was like, "You can't use my bathroom."
Okay, well that's a little weird. But like if I'm like in a trailer, like
no
bungalow thing, I have one bathroom. I'm not sharing it with strangers. Like that.
Yeah, no, this was post sex tape. There was like a 4-year hiatus between like Teen Mom seasons, and they came back and she wanted back in because I guess her money was losing. She was only on for like 2 more seasons because they were like, we can't do it with a porn star, which I don't quite agree with. I don't agree with a lot of the things she does, but I don't think that was the reason for her to be kicked off.
Clearly,
but I digress.
Having sex. She has kids. That's why you have her on her show. Yeah, like, it's not like.
Well, no, I think it's her attitude. That's probably what they really couldn't deal with.
She does end up pushing like the one producer and stuff like that.
Yeah,
She was just a bitch, like a bitch,
major bitch.
The whole not using the bathroom. That's why I thought of her.
Yeah,
that was like a big contention.
No, sometimes you can't use the bathroom. But no, but like, and it's funny because like here, even though we got a pay increase, it's still $10 less than in Hamilton. And I know rent is high in Hamilton, but like groceries here are pretty high too. Like I'm lucky I don't have to pay a mortgage or anything, but it's still. I feel like I should get paid more. I feel like that.
I feel like you should get paid more too. I feel like pretty much everyone but CEOs deserve to get paid more.
Jeez.
Politicians paid less. That'd be nice. Yeah.
Politicians should just be paid like the mean or median or what is an average of.
They should not be top tier. Like that's not what should be happening. Yeah, no, they don't even do the work. It's not even because then they get paid for other things like going to conferences. Like they get paid extra to do their job. Yeah, like
and so many of them are landlords.
See, I think that is wrong. Like they should not be allowed to do that. They should not be allowed to be landlords or having second job. If you're a politician, that is your job. That's your only job.
You should not be able to profit off your constituents.
Exactly.
The people that tax dollars pay, you know what I mean? Like it.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not, like, you're going to vote and your landlord comes by and is like, I know who you're voting for, like, puts their, like, sign on your lawn because it's technically their lawn. And, you know, it's just, it's weird and shouldn't exist. That should not even be a thing. And when the leftist parties in Canada are considered the leftists, even though they still have landlords as members and don't call that out, even though I keep commenting on every NDP that comes across my TikTok page, and not a one of them has commented yet on it. And it's like, you can't complain about a housing crisis while defending landlords in your own party. That's some fucked up shit. Suck my dick.
Yeah,
no. I'm still gonna vote for you because I don't have better options. But that's not good.
It's not good. Yeah, the options I have aren't very nice. No, all politicians are crooked, no matter what party it is.
Yeah.
It's not the same as before. It's been the last 15 years. There has been a huge shift in politics where it's more corporation based.
Yep.
Run, and it
keeps moving to the right.
It's the Overton window.
Yeah. So the right party is now the extreme right, and center is now center right, and then left is now center, and
NDP is now center. Even Green Party is more center.
Yeah, they're center left.
They're
and liberal is center right. People think that
it's more
liberal
right,
is centered, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's center right.
It's center right.
It in order to be really leftist, you have to be anti-capital on some level. Yeah. You can't you don't have to be full on Marxist, communist.
No, you don't.
Yeah. But you have to be anti-capital on some level, whether that's tax the rich, or something along those lines of wealth redistribution. You have to believe on that in order to be a leftist. That's just the main component. And I talk to people like my father-in-law who thinks MSNBC is the radical left. And I have to explain, be no, they're paid by billionaires. The radical left doesn't believe billionaires should exist. Actually, the radical left would eat them. But the left just think they shouldn't exist. You know, So it's so funny how they market what the left is, but really they're just marketing progressive conservatism. It's okay. So yeah. Anyway,
so I would ask the devil if I could be a leader and win. I'd want to be a political leader and win. But does that affect everybody? Is that something that doesn't? So would that be breaking the rules?
Probably.
I don't think it affects everybody. It'll affect you, and then you'll affect everybody.
Yeah, a trickle down effect.
Trickle down economics. But I mean, that's what they do in Omen, right? The guy who wants to run for senator or something, so he's willing to sell his firstborn son to the devil or something like that.
The devil can have all my kids. Just take them.
I just assume they're coming with me.
I thought that's how the Omen came about. Is that the devil impregnated Rosemary?
I thought it was she was pregnant and the father because they ended up rich and all this stuff. I don't remember. Hold on.
Isn't that Damon? His
Damien?
Damon?
Yeah, maybe.
Or something. I don't know. Fuck, there's so many. With Julia Stiles.
Yeah, Damien is the Omen, isn't he?
I don't fucking know. It's been a while.
It's been a long time since I watched that movie, okay?
And I just watched previews because I don't like scary things.
Well, how are you? Okay. You're I don't like scary things.
Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, Rosemary's Baby is different than Omen. Omen, it's a U.S. ambassador of Great Britain.
Rosemary's Baby is based off of the Omen, I thought. Or the Omen was based off of Rosemary's Baby. Rosemary's Baby came first. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember.
There's the Antichrist, is pretty much what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, they're both
yeah. Sorry, it was just a UN ambassador that stole a child because his wife had a stillbirth, and he was no, this was our baby. I swear, because the mom of that baby
started it.
That's different. Anyways, I was just saying, politicians do it all the time. If politicians can thank God, we can thank the devil and get elected. Play by their own rules.
That's right. Play them at their own game. What's that? Is that the saying? Play their own
I don't
game?
know. I'm bad with sayings. We all
Me too. Like, I don't know.
You get the gist of it. Anyways, do we have any more things we'd sell our soul for?
No.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't know. More dogs. Like
you don't need any more dogs.
My dog's not to
go to hell. Yeah.
Yeah. My dog's not to be assholes. Like, I'm pretty sure there has to be something in the air here. Maybe it's the black flies or something. Because people have dogs all the time and lots of dogs. Okay. I'm not the only person with like a handful of dogs. It's just my dogs are super sweet, but not to each other. I just don't understand. It's ludicrous. Bless you.
I was muting so that people didn't know
I saw your like little
YouTube exclusive.
Yeah, the exorcism thing you were having. You're just like, I'm already going.
I remember
my wish came true.
I feel like I probably pissed off a lot of people with my rants about God, but you can all just suck my dick.
Send an email.
Yeah, send an email. Be active about it. Tell me what your favorite Bible verses are in said email so I can read them on air. And then critique them, of course.
Yeah. So we can just tell you to fuck off. Like,
I just like, if your religion is based on hurting others, fuck off.
Fuck off. Fuck right off.
Fuck off. Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to once again thank Stephanie Hurst for being our VIP Patreon and hanging in there. I love that she's still hanging around.
You like forgot about it. You know when you get a gym membership and it's like $30 a month and you just forget about it? Like, it's like, I feel like that might have happened.
That's okay. That's okay.
No, she messaged me one day and she was like, how she still loves listening to our podcast.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Thank you, Stephanie.
If you're listening, don't cancel your gym membership. Thanks.
If you want your name read here, you can be a VIP Patreon on our Patreon, link in the description for at the highest tier, but you can access all of our bonus material even at the lowest tier. Yeah. I don't think we have anything else to plug right now because
we're working on stuff though, so it's not ready.
Yeah,
it's not ready, so we can't plug it yet. It's not ready.
Yeah, so just follow us on the socials so that we can tell you when it is ready.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the devil listens to us now because now he knows we're such fans.
I'll send him a message on Twitter.
Like, hey, Satan, how's it going?
Hey.
Anyways, thank you, everyone, and have a good night. Bye.
Good night, guys.